it's literally like 1,000 pages. There's like 63,000 signatures. This is the petition that you guys have been signing, and there's all over the world, from Canada, from America, from the USA, from the Middle East, from Jeddah, from Dubai, all over the Philippines. And I'm now going to try and attempt to hand this over to the ICC. And I think we'll try and go ahead and do it. I'm not even sure how to do that or even what access. Badge holders only. Is there a way of doing this? I don't even know. Let me ask. Of visitors. Maybe don't come inside, just wait outside. Hello, sorry. I have a petition with 63,000 signatures about the arrest of President Rodrigo Duterte. Can I just leave you this petition? That's what I'm asking you to do. There's a covering letter and the signatures from across the world. Please can I just leave this with you? In your mailbox. It's like an envelope because it's going to kind of get messed up because it's like separate pages. Can I just hand it to somebody? Is that okay? Okay, but I can put it in the mailbox. Where's your mailbox, please? On the street behind, yeah? Yeah, and you're happy for me to put it there? I really appreciate that, and if you could just maybe give that to the relevant people just have a look at. But thank you so much for your time. Best wishes, thank you. I can put it in a mailbox, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it in a mailbox now. But let me just read out what it says first. As a British national living in the UK with a Filipino family, I have a unique perspective into the administration of former President Rodrigo Duterte. I was an informal blogger lending my voice in support of his government and efforts for the Filipino people. I was even invited to meet with him at Malacanang Palace in Manila, a testament to the openness and accessibility of his administration. However, my support does not blind me to the need for justice and accountability when charges have been levied. Therefore, it is important that the International Court tackles their investigations thoroughly, but also fairly and with due consideration to the circumstances of all involved. President Duterte was recently brought to the ICC. While I believe in the principles of international justice, I hold deep reservations about the process. Specifically, I believe the right to a fair trial includes the defendant's access to their medical team and carers, particularly when they are of an advanced age and with health concerns. We should not forget that this is the principle reflected in Article 14 of the International Covenant on Civil Rights and Political Rights, which stresses fairness in the process of justice. A mechanism such as a video-linked trial should be considered to allow former President Rodrigo Duterte as much fairness as possible. In light of this, we call on the International Criminal Court to take into consideration this call for fairness. Allow President Duterte, like any other defendant before the court, the opportunity to defend himself while having access to necessary medical team and carers throughout the course of this trial. We affirm the necessity of justice, but it should be served in a manner that respects rights and dignity for all. So basically what I was saying here is, what I was hoping is, rather, I did this petition before he went to the ICC, and I was, no, let me put this right. I put this petition the second I realised he'd been arrested, and I was hoping that there could have been some kind of pre-trial in Davao. As I've said before, to take him on a 21-hour journey and to fly in thousands of miles for what is a 25-minute hearing seems unfair. Nowadays we have video links, you can go through a court process via video, and I believe that would have been much more appropriate in terms of his age. My serious concern is if this trial goes on for a few years, I hope President Duterte lives for 1,000 years, but God forbid, he's advanced in age already, and I believe that some of this pre-trial could have been done from Davao via the Philippine court system, rather than dragging him all the way to the Hague. So here is my petition, signed by 63,000 people. Apparently we can post it in the street, so I need to find a mailbox. If we look around for a mailbox to post it, that would be excellent. I'm not sure where it is, we need to find it. Is it there? I don't know. Look, there's a silver box down that end. It's really unfortunate that they won't let me hand it over to somebody personally. It's a shame that we have to put it into a mailbox, but at least it means they physically received it. Now, whether they chose to throw it away or whether they chose to look at it, I don't know. But from our point of view, we've made this very strong statement by coming to the International Criminal Court and by showing our displeasure over what's been happening. So I'm very pleased, be careful with I'm really pleased to be able to hand this over now, officially, to the International Criminal Court. So I believe this is the mailbox. Great. Excellent. Right, so I'm going to stop. No. Is it here or here? It must be. Number 10. What's that? No, it won't go in an envelope. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Have you got an envelope? Well, then we have to just do this, as long as we're delivering it.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's fine. So this thing again, I'm really... No, we'll do it. It's fine. As long as they see it, that's fine. I'm really disappointed that the ICC wouldn't accept this petition. As you can see, it's quite bulky and it has a number of pages. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to fold it over, so at least you know it's going to not be going all over the place. So that's all I can do. I wanted to hand it personally, but they wouldn't allow me to hand it personally, which is a great shame. But I'm sending it to them, along with these 63,000 signatures. Don't forget, guys, I've emailed it already to them, so they have an email copy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this now, so that they can see it. This is the mailbox for the International Criminal Court. It's number 10, right? Yeah, all right, there we are. That's the first one. So now they can see our petition. They can see the fact that people from across the world have signed this petition. So we're going to go ahead now and then post the next lot. And then there's one more final set. Two more final sets. And the final set here. So guys, I'm really disappointed that the International Criminal Court, a place that's supposed to be fairness, accountability, justice and due process, they physically wouldn't take the petition, and it's meant that I've had to post it in a mailbox that I'm very unhappy about. But what I can say is I've sent it by email to the legal team, to the info at the International Criminal Court, but I just felt they should see the weight of our petition, and that's why I've come to Amsterdam today, to the Netherlands. I'd like to thank the authorities here, to the police, to the government of this place. And yeah, I think we've done what we needed to do. I'd also like to thank European Pinoy Media Network as well for very kindly helping me, driving me along. You know, these people are impartial, they don't get involved in politics at all. But very kindly, because I've come to Amsterdam, they very kindly agreed to drive me around and to help me and support me. I'd like to thank each and every one of my followers. I will be back. I'm coming back to Amsterdam. I will not stop until I believe that President Rodrigo Duterte